Sorry.
Hey, listen, for those, again, a lot of people come here out of town on vacation. I saw a Sunday matinee musical that I will never forget. I cannot wait to go back. I'm going back again.
I've been twice.
You've been twice.
I'm looking over what you're about to reference.
Dear Evan Hansen, go see it. I'm telling you, it is the greatest musical I have seen in a very long time. And there's this actor named Ben Platt who
will win every single award you can win.
Every award you can possibly win. I think he should win the Academy Award,
yeah.
Even though I'm not sure
when
how
you see it, you're like, I want him to win more than just a Tony. What else can we give this kid? He's 20, I think 23 years old. Mm-hmm. And I agree, I'm a Broadway lover, and I see everything, and this is one of the best shows I've ever seen.
All of the performances are amazing, but and in the beginning, so the kids, we couldn't get seats all together. The kids were in front of us, which, by the way, was great. I gotta tell you, that from now on, I never wanna sit with my kids again. But my daughter turns around, she goes, he's from Pitch Perfect. And then I was like, because they were kind of complaining. They didn't want to go to the theater. It was Sunday. It's our rest day. I'm like, every day of your life is your rest day.
Our rest day.
Our rest day.
I have a funny story. The show is very emotional. I mean, it's funny, but very emotional, and it's a musical. He has the most beautiful voice.
You laugh, you cry, and he does things with his voice.
Yes, I cried a lot, and probably too much. But I couldn't get tickets for a friend or a date, so I wanted to see it so bad. I literally went alone, which I don't do that often. And I was sitting there alone, and I was so emotional. And Eric McCormick, the actor from Will and Grace, was sitting in front of me. And when the show was over, I know him a little bit, and we were saying hi. And the show was over, I said, I have no one to hug. Can we hug?
Yeah.
And he was like, of course, because we were both crying.
Yeah.
And we had a very tearful man hug in the aisle.
Right.
Because I was so sad and moved, I needed to hug someone. So I'd like to thank Eric McCormick for my man hug.
There is. I bumped into a woman at the Museum of Natural History yesterday, and she said, you were sobbing behind me at Dear Evan Hansen yesterday. And I was like, well, I mean, I wasn't sobbing. She goes, no, you were sobbing.
No, you know when you cry, I always used to say, when I used to watch Extreme Makeover Home Edition, you know that show?
Yes.
So it's very emotional. They make this family's dream come true. So I used to say there's a difference between like crying when you're seeing art, like you're swiping away a tear, and then there's when you're like, like you can't help but start making audible noises.
Yes.
I was doing that at Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah.
But fortunately, it's a musical, and the music hides your audible noises.
Well, what was funny was I said to my daughter, my daughter's a singer, and I said to her, I'm gonna say words to you, and I'm not sure what this means. I don't really know what vocal control is, but I know that he has it. And she goes, yes, he does. That's good, Mom. It was like one of those moments where I don't know what that means, but I know that he has vocal
And it's so
control.
impressive that he does it 8 shows a week. I mean, I was in a Broadway show, but mine was a musical comedy.
Right.
And I would like crawl off the stage after doing 8 shows. This guy's belting and crying and doing all this amazing stuff 8 shows a week. Anyway, we're turning into an infomercial for Dear Evan Hansen.
Well, anyway, I just want everybody to go see it because I think it's really, I think they should show it in schools.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's one of those, I think they should take the opportunity and definitely show it to high schools and middle schools.
Very important.